So inside Salesforce, we have a concept called reports and dashboards. Okay. So reports and dashboard is what? Reports and dashboards is nothing but, let's say if you have lot of data and those data you want to see in front of you, that time that's called report. That is the statistical analysis of your data. Let's say I am telling you that, Lenin, I need the accounts which has been created in last 1 month, or let's say in last 1 week. So how can you create now? Okay. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so last 1 week I can send you that whatever the the statistical analysis, whatever the accounts created in last 1 week or 1 month, I want to see it. So if you see over here in the accounts, you can see there are a lot of accounts. Okay, so this lot of accounts are there. So let's see, if I go to all accounts, I can see there are a lot of accounts are there. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, okay. So what you need to do? So what do you need to do? So let's say if you go to reports over here and click on the new report. Once you click on the new report over here, you can see that there are a lot of options are there on the account and contacts, opportunities, leads, whatever the objects you want. But you cannot see here the these reports called the custom object reports. You cannot see. So can you see employee? You cannot see employee, right? So those employee, either whatever the custom objects, they comes under the other reports. But right now it is not coming. Why it is not coming? Because what I need to do, a small change I need to do over here. So if you go to setup, let's say if you in the quick find box just type object over here, click on objects, and here let's say I have passengers was there. So click on passengers. Once you click on passengers object, edit this object. Once you edit, scroll down, you can see over here that allow reports checkbox option is there. So click on the allow reports checkbox and click on save. Once you save it, now if you go to your Salesforce report type and if you refresh this page, you can see if you click on the other reports, why it didn't come up? It should come up.
Yeah.
Acha, I got it. The problem I got it. Okay, let me do it one in this way. Wait, let me delete the master detail relationship. Yep. Now if you refresh it, you can see over here that your passengers came over here. Clear?
Yeah, sir.
Now, why I deleted the master detail relationship and why it was not coming? So before that, before going to that, I will tell you one thing that whenever, so let's say master detail relationship means what? Your the parent and child is there, right?
Yeah.
Clear? So if you give the same option, okay, so we have passenger and we have air hostess. So now what happens? So if you go to your air hostess, okay, so air hostess was parent and passenger was child. Clear? Now,
Yeah.
whenever the parent, so whenever let's say it was defined with the master detail relationship, it was a connection between using a master detail relationship. It had a connection between master detail relationship. Now, what happened? If you select the checkbox for air hostess, okay, the checkbox which I have selected here, if you select the checkbox for, let's say this is a air hostess object. If you select this, the checkbox, allow reports for your parent object, automatically your child object will come.
Okay.
But if there is no relationship, that means lookup is also fine. Lookup is also will show over here. But this is the problem for the only master detail. Okay. So master detail relationship, if you select the detail, it will not come under the report. So if you select that checkbox for the master object, then master and detail both will come up. Clear? I'll show you.
Sorry, want to repeat it?
I'll show you. Don't worry. For time being, let's say here no master relationship is there. This is the only independent object. It does not have any relationship. Correct?
Yeah.
You cannot see any relationship inside the object, right? Now,
Yeah.
if you go to the report type, if you click on the passengers, if you click on create, so what will happen over here? You can see, so here you can see my passengers, you can see all passengers. So if you click on all passengers and if you run the report, whatever the passengers you have created, all the passengers you can see over here. Okay. Now, if you want to customize the report, just let's say click on the customize. If you customize the report, whatever the fields, whatever the custom fields you have created, drag and drop it here.
Okay.
Drag and drop over here. Okay. So you have dragged and dropped over here. So whatever the fields you want to display it, so you can show it inside the report. Any questions?
No.
Clear?
Yeah, it's clear, sir.
Okay. Now, okay. Now let's say if you want to run the report. So now let's say if I am asking that, so the data range you can write over here. The data range you can write over here. So let's say from 7th of 7th of July to today. So there is no report. You can just give the data range also over here. You can give the data range also over here. Any questions till now?
No. Yeah.
Mhm. Now let's say if you give all time, so whatever the objects, whatever the passengers objects you have, all the passengers object it will show, all the passengers object it will show over here in the table format. Clear, Lynn? Any questions? No? Okay. Now there are, if you want to do some filter, so let's say they are asking that I want only the
Hello, sir.
male, I want only the male passengers. So here you can see two male passengers, one female passenger. So they want they want only the male passengers. What you need to do? You have to create a filter. So how will you create a filter? So over here you can see a filter option called add. So click on the add option and over here you can select the gender. So gender equals, you just
Hi,
write.
Sam.
Lenin, tell me.
Can you switch to the lightning experience and explain in that?
Oh, that is the same thing, buddy. So if you go to reports from here, you can see my screen, right, Lenin?
Yes.
So if you go to reports over here, the same reports you can see. And so let's say if you are creating a new report. Okay. So here, if you create a new report, just click on the new report. So here it is asking that for which object you want. So let's say for account object you want. So select account, click on continue. Or let's say if you want for your passenger. So right over here that passenger I want. So select passengers, click on continue. Once you select passengers, it will give you this kind of a report. So now the thing is that whenever you want the passengers, all the columns, right? So all the columns you want. So sorry, yeah. So let's say you want the columns over here. So here you can see the passenger's name. It will come. Okay. If you write here the gender, it will come over here and refresh it. If you write over here the job description, just refresh it. So you will get all these things. Clear. Now, if you want to create some filters, if you want to write the ID, passengers ID, it will come over here and refresh this page. So all these things will come. Now, if you have a filter criteria, so click on filters. Inside the filter, what you can do, you can just add the filter. Let's say what I want the gender. So the genders, I want that only the male. That's it. Click on male, refresh, it will show you only the male format. Clear? Any questions up to here?
Clear, Sam.
Now, if you click on save There are two options: save and run, and save properties. So if you click on the save properties, so if you have your report name, you can write over here, let's say passenger report. Which folder you want? So let's say I want, if you want to select any folder, you can select the folders. Let's say all folders I want. So whatever the folders, if you have any folder, you can create a folder also. If you go to public reports, you can add a folder also. So let's say public reports I want, click on save. Public reports means everybody can see the report. Whatever the reports you have copied, you have created, everybody can see the report which you have created. So this is the things we can create inside our Salesforce. Now, normally the reports, whatever we are creating, we create in the Classic, because Classic has much more functionality than the Lightning. Clear? In Classic, we have 4 types of report, but in Lightning, we have only join report. You can see over here that only Lightning, we have only 4 types of, in Classic, we have 4 types of report. We have a summary report, matrix report, we have join report,
Tableau.
and tabular report. Sorry.
Yeah, Tableau.
Okay, but here you cannot see here those all the reports options. Okay, so that's why you always create the reports in the Classic. But as you told that you want to see the Lightning, so that's what I showed you, Lightning. But in Lightning, if you see these reports and join reports, is both these reports we have. The same thing they will do using the join reports. It looks like this. So if you want, I can show you the Classic how it works. Do you want me to show?
Yeah, Sam, one more thing. Do you have any two files, random files to join and show me the common fields in the two files?
Cannot join through files. Files concept is totally different. Files we cannot do using the report.
Yeah,
File, files we cannot.
I mean reports.
Yes. So let's say if I go to switch to Salesforce Classic, so here also in your project also they will ask you to do in Classic. The reports also they will ask you to do in Classic, because they have a lot of functions. So if they are giving a lot of functions, why they will use it? Correct now. So let's say there are 2 types of files you are telling. That means 2 types of objects.
Yeah.
Let's say contacts and accounts. So there are 2 objects called contacts and accounts. So if I click on the contacts and accounts and click on create, so you can see here all the contacts record and all the account records are coming over here. So these are the contacts information and these are the account information. Clear?
Yeah.
Now let's say you want those contacts, let's say whose Acha, you want those rows whose account name is United Oil Gas and Corporation. Okay, so what I will do, I will write account name equals United Oil and Gas Corp. Okay, and if I click on OK, you can see these are the 4 things are coming. Clear? If you want to save the report, you can save the report using this. So save it. So you can write like accounts and contacts and click here where you want to share. So let's say I want these public reports and click on save. Once you save it, the reports will come. And always remember that whenever you have saved your report, don't forget to run the report. You have to run the report. Now, as I told you that in Classic, there are 4 types of formats are there. One is summary, matrix, joint, and tabular. So this is the tabular format I showed you. If you go to summary, this is the summary format. This is the matrix format. This is the joint format. Now, whenever your project will ask you which format they want, you can show from here and you can save it and send the link. Send the link in the URL, the whole link you can send to them. Okay. Now, normally we do the tabular format, because in tabular format we have a lot of this is easy to read, and whenever it is easy to read or easy to understand, it will be better to get into the tabular format. Clear? Any questions?
Yeah, it's clear, Sam.
Now, so this is the report we have done. Now in the report there is one small thing that is called, let's say, Let's say if I select the first name, so here you can see bucket this field. So what do you mean by bucket? So here you can see the sort ascending, sort descending. You can understand that, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is required for dashboards. I'll show you. And
Okay.
bucket field is what remove column you can understand, right?
Yeah.
Remove column is remove it.
To
Now
remove.
bucket field is what bucketing is nothing but let's say if you want to do a group. So let's say use bucket fields to group, filter or arrange reports data. Create multiple buckets in this bucket field to group your report records. That
Okay.
means let's say what you want, let's say you want to bucket the field as a first name. So let's say the bucket field name you are writing as a first name. That means you are grouping the data. Simple.
Okay. It will group by the names.
Correct. So it grouped by name. So whatever the Stella, Lauren, Arthur, Ravi, what is there, you can see over here. So let's
Okay.
say there are two Stellas. So it will come as two Stellas below. Got it?
Okay.
It's a
Yeah.
group by value. So whatever the bucket you want to put on your custom field, you just put the bucket over there on the column.
If there is two same names or multiple same names.
Yeah. So that's
Uh,
fine. So here that's why they have created the bucket over here. See, there are two columns they have created over here. So one column is our column and another column is the bucket column.
okay. Fine.
Clear? You just
Yeah.
remove this with this bucket field.
Yeah. In some data we will get like some organization like we'll call HDFC or Barclays or Barclay buy some these products, multiple products
Correct.
in instant times, like from June to July. We will display here Barclays buy
Yes.
the payment product, Barclays buy the uh, um, like communication product and all those, and we'll get when we group them as a first name, bucket them as a first name,
First name
we'll get
field.
yeah we'll get Barclay at for the payment product, and we'll get the Barclay for the communication product. How can we
Yes. Correct.
do that? Did you
So
got
yes.
my point?
Yes. So did you? So
Yeah.
let's say that way it doesn't work. So let's say if you want here. So let's the first name last name. So what I'm saying. So let's say first name. Just click on bucket this field. Now here, if you want, you can add another bucket, and if you want to go for any values, you can get it. So let's say I am writing first name over here. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
if you go for search for values or enter values sum, so values if you want. So let's say if you want some values at Stella. Okay. If you click on OK, so click OK and click OK. So now you see Stella is coming, but Baki remaining all these things are coming as other. Did you get my point? So only one
Yeah.
field can be bucket at a time. So let's say if you edit this bucket, only one field it can be got at a time.
Okay.
If you go for a new bucket, you can give your own bucket name. Let's say bucket 2. Click on OK. So that is fine. That bucket 2 is not showing over here because we did not do anything.
Yeah.
We did not do anything over there. So in the bucket 2, if you are writing anything, so let's say move to bucket 2 and click on OK. So now the bucket 2 was the first name or whatever you want. So that bucket is nothing but like in a container where all these things will come, and if you want to do some like serial order, descending or ascending order, it will show in that way.
Okay.
Don't That's it. Buckets thing is nothing. Bucket, we don't use bucket, but this is the bucket concept. We do not use bucket simply.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clear. Now let's say delete bucket field. I'm deleting. Now I am click on the save. So I have saved it and I clicked on the run report. Once I clicked on the run report, here you can see there are few options are coming. Okay, the options are coming. The first option is that this subscribe and add to company is not required. You can leave this one. And the main thing is that export details and customize and in the run report. I'll show you. So export details is nothing but the report we have created. Now, if you want to export it in a CSV file or a Excel format, okay, so there are two options, the CSV and Excel format. So normally
Yeah.
we take a CSV file. So click on export and click on done. So what it will give you, it will download and it will give you a CSV file option. So the CSV file will be opened up. Any questions?
No, sir.
CSV file will come up, and same goes for the Excel as well. So the Excel file will come up. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so that is one thing that is I showed you. And the second thing is that like printable view. If you want to print your report, if you click on printable view, if your laptop is connected with your laptop is connected with the printer, then it will print out. Okay. Now let's say if you want to click on the schedule future runs. So what do you mean the schedule future runs? That means let's say your manager told that Lenin, every week Friday I want to run a report around 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Around 2 o'clock. So what you can do, you can just go to the run report, schedule run report, and from you will ask you that when you want, weekly, daily, monthly.
Sam, where it is? Can you say me again where it is?
In the run report button. Here
Run
is
report.
click on this, and here you can see the schedule future runs.
Okay. Okay.
In the schedule future runs, you can see like email report to me or others, to whom you want.
Yeah.
If you click on to me or others, you can add their name over here so that they will get the reports as well. Okay. And also, let's say you want a weekly run. So let's say every Friday I want to send the report. So I have checked Friday. What the start time? Let's say 8th of July to, let's say I want 8th of October. So I will select up to 8th of October. And what time you want? Let's say find available options. I will select at 2 o'clock. And you can save report schedule. So what will happen? This contact and account report will run every week at 2 o'clock up to 8th of October. Clear?
Yeah.
So now this is all these things we have done for the report. Any questions on the report part? So this is the total of the report. Clear?
Yeah. Clear.
Okay. Now, so this is
now, can we join the reports now?
join the reports means this is the joining, right?
Yeah. This is only total. This is only one table, right?
But these are two objects, right? That's what I'm telling. Account and contact. This is the join report.
Yeah. This is account. Okay. Yeah. Fine.
This is account and this is contact. You can see, right? This is a contact and this is account. So these are the contacts.
Okay.
These are the contacts.
Yeah.
And this is account. So this is the join report.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Now, so let's say if I do customize, in the customize option, what I can see over here that one second. Okay. Now I will show you the dashboard. So how the dashboards work? So dashboard is nothing but it's a pictorial representation of your report. Whatever the reports you have created, if you want to show as a picture, your pictorial representation will be showing the dashboard. So how you can create your dashboards? So it's very simple.
Yeah.
Here,
Click on report.
format, just select anything. So let's say any column you select and click on group by this field option. It will show like this and click on save. That's it. Done. Now I will show you the dashboard. So what I need to do, click on the setup. It opened the page. Click on reports tab. Here you can see new dashboard option. Click new dashboard. Once you click on dashboards, so just drag and drop whatever you want, whatever the picture they want. So this is called linear chart. This is called horizontal chart. This is called line chart. This is funnel chart. This is pie and donut chart. So on. So now if you go to the data sources, reports, and here you take accounts and contacts. So drag and drop it here, drag and drop it here, drag and drop it here. So you can see over here that reports are showing over here in this way. Any questions?
No. No.
Okay. And what you need to do the same way. You just copy this link and you have to send to them. This is the dashboards. In dashboards, nothing is there. Only
Okay.
this is the dashboard. Clear,
Yes, sir.
Lenin?
Yeah, it's clear.
So this is the reports and dashboards all about. It's very simple. This is the reports and dashboards all about. But clear?
And one more thing, from when we create the reports, directly we'll show run and we'll select the donut or graph chart
That
or
is the
anything.
that is dashboard. That is not report, dashboard.
Yeah, that is a dashboard. I'm saying that when the report is here on the desktop, and on the right top, we'll see the donuts graph, different types of graphs, and we will select directly. Now here you are showing that drag and drop option.
Yeah.
Little bit confused about that.
So this is the donut chart. So first of all, like we have to see the components. So here are two tabs. One is components, one is data sources.
Yeah,
So from the components, let's say I want this linear chart. So take this one. I
yeah,
want this chart. So take this one. Take this one over here. Whatever you want. I want this kind of a chart. Take this one. So in the same type, you just go to the data sources and drag and drop over here. Clear? This link. Understood? Any question till
yeah.
now?
It's clear, sir.
Okay. So that is the reports and dashboards. Another thing is that I will show you one smartest thing that Salesforce has recently launched, but in Salesforce Classic. So there is a concept called custom report type. So there is an option called report type. So here you can see the report types option. So click on the report type.
Yeah,
So report type is what? Report type is nothing but you can see over here, custom report type allow you to build a framework in the report wizard. So let's say you have three objects.
yeah,
You want to join those three objects, because inside the reports you will not get three objects. It will get you maximum two. Like if you have a master deal relationship, correct?
yeah,
Three objects. So that's why they are telling custom report type allows you to build a framework in the report wizard from which users can create and customize the report. Your build custom report types of the relationship. See, you build custom report type of the relationship master detail and lookup between objects so that you can choose which object are displayed to user creating a customizing report. That means what? Whenever you are choosing three objects, that means within the three object you should have a relationship. Clear? That means, let's say I have three objects. Let me tell you over here. Let's say I have employee, I have HR, I have manager. But all these three objects has to join between each other. That means employee is lookup relationship with HR. Okay?
yeah,
Okay. And the manager has also a lookup relationship with HR. That means HR is the middle object and employee and manager is the sub objects, correct?
yeah. We'll follow the hierarchy here.
Yes. So that time your report time comes into the picture, because in reports you will get maximum two, not three. So
Yeah,
here just click on continue. Once you continue, if you click on the new custom report type, so let's say which primary object you want. Let's say I want the HR object. So okay, hold on. Let me create few objects first. So let's say passenger. Let me create another object. Okay, that will I will be done. So object over here, objects, new custom object. Let's say I'm creating HR. HRS. Save. Next. Next. Save. So, and another one thing what you need to do, object. So I have to create the relationship. So click on objects. Now go to air hostess and create a lookup relationship to HR. So let's say lookup relationship to HR I will create from air hostess. Clear?
okay.
As I told you, right? There are so air HR. Next.
Why do we keep Air HR? Can you?
Same name, some name I have given.
Random
So
name. Okay.
you can understand that this air HR is looked up with HR, and air is nothing but the air hostess object. This air hostess object has a relationship with the HR object. That's why I gave an air HR. Clear?
Okay.
So that you can understand. And if you go to passengers, if you go to create new, select lookup relationship, click on next. Here you write HR. On next. Let's say I'm writing pass HR. That means passenger HR. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that you can understand. Click on next. Click on next. Click on next, and save. So we are done. Now, if you go to your report types, just refresh the page. You just custom report type, yeah. So just refresh the page. Who is the primary object? I will select HR.
Yeah.
Okay. And the report types label, whatever you want. Let's say miscellaneous, or let's say you are giving us something called HR with passenger and employee. Sorry, passengers and air hostess. Air hostess. So store in category where you want to store. So let's say I want to store in other reports.
Okay.
And click on next. Click on next. Once you click on next over here, so you can see that primary object is HR. Now it is asking that which object you want. So from here you can choose passengers. So automatically it will come. So if you want to create any other object, let's say I want air hostess. So you just select. So 1 second. Let's say. So, acha. So what it is showing over here, let's say passenger has a, so you can see the sign, right? This
Yeah.
sign, Ganda sign. So HR is related with, so passenger is related with HR. But your that guy, your air hostess is not related with passengers, right? Air hostess is related with HR, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I click on the relate object, the air hostess is not coming. Understood? But
Okay.
if you go here, let's say for the air hostess, if you go and change it, it will take 1 minute. Let's say if you go to air hostess and let's say you delete it. And what I will do, I'll create a new relationship with passenger. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say related to passenger. Click on next. So passenger air. Click on next. Click on next. Click on next. Click on save. Now if you go here, if you refresh this page, it will be gone. So here you have to choose, let's say passenger. Here you have to choose the air hostess. Now air hostess is coming. Got it?
Yeah.
If you click on save, now you can see over here, this is the object relationship. Now if you want to so in the other reports, now you can see the reports also. If you go to the report types, now if you go to the reports, okay, and if you click on new reports, under the other reports you can see HR with passengers and air hostess.
Yes, sir.
Whatever the reports you have created, you can see these reports under this reports option. HR with passengers and air hostess, which you have created over here. So this is the reports. Now, if you click on the object relationship edit button, so in the edit button, you can change all these things. If you do not want to change, leave it. If you go to the edit layout, so whatever you want. So in the edit layout, whatever the things you want to choose, let's say I want to choose the passengers information. Let's say I want passenger fields, and so here it is coming as pass HR, but I want to see the gender also. Okay, job description, gender. Okay, and also I will save it now. And also let's say whenever I want edit layout, I will do. And here you can see that HR fields, whatever you want, let's say the HR ID and HR name I want. So here you can see over there the HR name. So drag and drop here HR name, save it. And also I will do edit layout. Let's say I want the air hostess fields. So in the air hostess fields, let's say I want something called owner. So select the owner, drag and drop it here, owner, let's say air hostess ID, drag and drop it here and save it. So now I have saved it. Now if you fill all the values, and if you go to the reports folder, okay, if you click on the new reports, if you click on the other reports, HR and passengers air hostess, and click on create, so you can see whatever the field you have choose, everything came over here. Clear? Any question? Now you can drag and drop the fields and you can create your own report. Understood?
Yeah.